Well, good evening, everyone. This is Larry Beacham, and I am the host of the upcoming Millionaire Marketing Mega Summit, the 8-week webcast event. Tonight's call is going to be fun. I actually have pulled together several of the stars of this upcoming webcast event, and I'm excited to unleash them on you tonight. If you do not have your ticket, tonight should be the night that you make your final decision. We are 48 hours away from the launch of this major event. I've not seen anything like this done ever, and certainly with this caliber of speakers, and even if it has happened, it doesn't matter. You're here now for this opportunity. I want to give you a chance to grab your ticket while seats are still available. You can go to marketingmegasummit.com and pick up your ticket to this event. So I want to introduce you to some of our guests tonight and give you an opportunity to hear from them, to hear from their expertise and why, in fact, you should be in attendance at this event. So I'm going to get right on this and get to our first speaker. Now, this gentleman happens to be a resident of Land O'Lakes, Florida, right along with myself. As a matter of fact, he's a hop, skip, and a jump from me. But this gentleman has an impeccable record for sales training. As a matter of fact, he's the best-selling author of the book, From the Trash Man to the Cash Man, How Anyone Can Get Rich from Anywhere. Personally, just in the last 2 months alone, from some of the things that you're going to learn at this event, Myron has helped me personally generate over $10,000 in just the last 2 months, and is still coming in. His top student last year did over $10 million from what Myron is going to be teaching at the Mega Marketing Summit. So if you are ready to learn how to take your sales skills to the next level, I'm going to unleash you guys, or unleash him on you tonight, the one and only best-selling author and my buddy, trainer, mentor, Mr. Myron Golden. Myron, the floor is yours, my friend. You can roll for maybe 5 minutes or so on whatever you like to talk about.
Wow, Larry, thank you for that introduction. I appreciate that. And let me say I appreciate the opportunity to share on the Mega Marketing Summit platform with some of these other superstars, some of whom I know about and others whom I know. And I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about it. I know when it's my turn to share, I'm going to share 7-figure selling secrets. And I'm going to teach people how to develop the skills necessary to produce 7-figure incomes because they've developed the skill at selling. You know, most people don't like selling. And if you want to know why it is such a lucrative career, whether you're selling online, whether you're selling offline, whether you're selling on television or radio, like Fran Harris is going to teach you how to do. By the way, she's the most mega star in that arena I know. Or whether you're selling on Amazon or whether you're selling through a blog, the fact is that selling is one of the greatest ways to create income that exists in the world. And the beauty of it is it's so easy to make money in selling because 95% of the people in the world don't like to sell. I submit to you that they don't like to sell because they don't know how. I don't believe that people would like to drive a car if they didn't know how. I don't believe that people would like to ride a bicycle if they didn't know how. I don't think people would jump in the pool if they didn't know how to swim. So no wonder people don't like to sell. Think about how many classes most people have taken on selling. Well, probably none. But selling truly makes the world go round. 95% of the people out there hate to sell. There's only one alternative to selling. That alternative is called buying. When you're buying, you're taking money out of your pocket, putting it in somebody else's. When you're selling, you are getting somebody else to happily take money out of their pocket and give it to you. 95% of the people hate to sell, which means only 5% of us love to sell, which means if all 5% of us who love to sell spend all day, every day selling more and more great products and services, there'd still be more sales to be made because most people hate to sell, which means they only love to buy. If 5% of the people love to sell and 95% of the people only love to buy, no wonder it's easy to get rich in selling. People don't like salespeople, but the fact is the only reason any of us ever have any money in our pocket is because somebody somewhere sold something to someone for a profit. If you work for a company that gives you a paycheck every week, the only reason they have a paycheck to give you is because somebody sold something. If you work for the government, the only reason the government has money is because somebody started a business and sold something, and the government made those people pay taxes, and that's how the government got money to pay you. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, the only reason anybody ever has any money in their pocket is because somebody somewhere sold something to someone. And what I'm going to teach you when it's my turn to take the stage and show you on the Mega Marketing Summit what I do to create wealth for my family, I am going to teach you 7-figure selling secrets. I'm going to teach you how to think about it a different way, look at it a different way, talk about it a different way, and I'm going to show you how to have people begging you to give you their money. So I'm really looking forward to it. Larry, thank you for putting this event together, and thank you to all the other stars, Rob Four, Robert Mercado, Fran Harris, and all the rest of the speakers. Congratulations if you already have purchased your ticket for this event, and if you haven't, well, I guess you'll be one of the 95% that will be paying the rest of us. So, Larry, thank you for the opportunity to share.
Excellent, my friend. I appreciate that. MarketingMegasummit.com. That is where you can go to pick up your ticket, but don't go right now. As a matter of fact, up next, I have one of the other stars of the Millionaire Marketing Mega Summit to share with you. Now, this gentleman and I happen to know each other from just sort of at a distance up until this event came, but this guy here is the go-to person as it relates to being able to rank anything that you want in the search engines. If you want to be relevant, if you want to be found, and if you want your product to be bought, you need to be ranked in Google, Yahoo, and Bing. You need to know exactly how to do that. And if I could be candid, until I met this guy, I was afraid of search engine optimization techniques. I thought they were too technical. I thought that I could never understand it. And after having just a few moments in his presence, I now understand why over 200 of the top entrepreneurs in the world have turned over all of their SEO needs to this guy. He is a premier trainer in the back office of 2 of the major marketing systems in the world, and without a doubt, he makes it easy for you to get to the top of Google and anything you want, which is why I've invited him to this training to teach you how to get to 7 figures with your ability to market your business like he does. So with that being said, I want to turn over the floor to my buddy, the SEO kingpin himself, Mr. Rob Four. Rob, go ahead and flow as you like, my friend. The floor is yours.
Yeah, hey, Larry. Thanks so much for that introduction. And it's kind of funny because I recently moved. My wife and I recently moved to a new house, and I'm packing up all my books, and I saw one of your products that I purchased from you, oh, my gosh, I don't know, it was 10, 15 years ago, Stone Cold Millionaire. It was like 101 tips and tricks on how to make a fortune in network marketing. And that's what I really like about these events like the Millionaire Marketing Mega Summit is it gives everybody a chance to go in and literally tap the brains and tap the life skills and tap, the expertise of what it took each of these people to learn, a lifetime to learn. In an hour, hour and a half, a couple of hours, they can share those nuggets with you so you don't have to struggle on your own. One of the things that has made all the difference for me over the years is the skill of modeling, meaning if I see someone producing a result that I want to produce, or I want to produce a result, I just need to go find someone that is already producing that result. If I want to learn how to close and say 50, 60, 70% of the prospects, I'm going to run right over to Myron because he knows what to say and how to say it. And so I'm going to learn from him versus learning through the school of hard knocks. If I want to learn how to do simple little webinars with Google Hangout, which is absolutely free, I'm going to go to the master blaster, Steve Jaffe, and have him tell me how to do it. And I'm simply going to follow the instructions. You want to learn how to sell on TV? Oh, my gosh, talk about a haven for getting rich and making 7 figures. Fran's the go-to person for that. So this gives you kind of like that smorgasbord. You go to a buffet, you take little tasties of everything, and then you sit down and you have a full meal with the leader and their training that resonates most with you. But what I'm going to share when it's my turn to get on this stage and present is how my wife and I have literally built 5, 6-figure, even multiple 6-figure businesses working part-time in our spare time online. And it's really a 5-step simple process. A lot of people really overcomplicate, in my opinion, the whole SEO, how do you market on the internet game. Well, we're going to show you just how simple it really is. We pick something to sell, whether that's an affiliate product, a business opportunity, Maybe you want to brand yourself, sell a book, whatever you want to do. We pick what we want to sell. Then we're going to teach you how to research your best target market. Who's the person most likely to buy whatever it is that you're selling? If and when they come to know it exists. It's our job to get them to know that it exists. Then we're going to do some research. We're going to use free tools that are available online today for you to find out exactly and specifically what they type in when they sit down in front of Google, Yahoo, or Bing, or YouTube. When they're in the shopping mode, when they have their wallet in their hand, we're going to show you how to find those words, then produce content, publish it, and promote it so it shows up when they're actually shopping. And it's really that simple. It's not that complicated, especially today. Today we have software programs that you can buy or lease on a monthly basis. Literally fill out a form, click a button, give yourself 4 to 6 weeks, and boom, you're ranking and you're getting free traffic, leads, and sales. Then you couple that with Myron's teaching where maybe you're taking prospecting calls. Now you know what to say and how to say it to close the deal. Or you take that same training and you convert it to the written word. You convert it to YouTube, and you put this entire marketing funnel on automatic pilot. Take a break, come back maybe a month later, and go build another one. Take a break, come back a month later, build another one, so that you can literally create multiple streams of income using a 5-step simple model. I mean, it's absolutely insane. So I love these events because I always, personally, I probably spend $5,000 to $10,000 a year or more just on personal training and coaching with other leaders. Because we know what we know, but it's time for us to learn more stuff. So I'm thrilled.
Excellent. Man, I appreciate you jumping onto the call, Rob. It's a great honor to have you and to give a few minutes of your time. Again, marketingmegasummit.com. That's where you want to go right now to pick up your ticket. The tickets are $97. They're regular $497. You're getting a $400 discount on the tickets. You're getting 8 of the world's top marketers for $97. If you break that down, ladies and gentlemen, that's $12.13 per speaker. There is no event in the world with this caliber of speakers that you can get in the door for $12.13, except this one. So if you really want this value, please go now, marketingmegasummit.com, and grab your tickets. You know what? Don't go right now. As a matter of fact, wait a minute. I got a couple more people that you need to hear from if you haven't already made your decision. And we're going to give you $500 in free bonuses tonight if you decide to make your decision. So I want to introduce up next one of the guys that actually sort of gave me credit for his beginnings, but he certainly has done all the work and credit that it takes to get to this point. But this guy was the #1 vote getter to speak at the No Excuses Summit in Las Vegas amongst some of the world's top internet marketers. And he was on stage with them because he is a kingpin when it comes to Facebook marketing, having done over $250,000 his first year online as a marketer. He certainly qualifies to talk to you and me about what it takes to market on the #1 social networking site in the world, Facebook. So I want to introduce some of you for the first time to others again, my good buddy and friend, Mr. Robert Mercado. Robert, are you there, my friend?
Hey, brother, I'm actually here. So glad to be here. Do you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you, my friend. The floor is yours. Go ahead and fire away. What's the value that you're bringing to this event?
Awesome, brother. And I just wanted to say I really appreciate being here and being able to share this because a lot of us want to know exactly how we can capitalize on being on the Internet and have the most success and get results in our business. And whether you're listening to this and you're someone that actually just got started online or you're a veteran, this is something that's going to benefit you. And Larry, just like you said, and I say this very humbly and I appreciate it, that you mentioned that I was on stage and I was able to share the knowledge that I'm going to share for this summit. There were leaders in the industry that reached out to me and said, you know what, Robert, I really was blown away with what you shared. I know a lot of techniques. I know a lot of ways to create traffic and really make money on the Internet, but that was very surprising to know that method you can use and on Facebook. See, folks, a lot of times we underestimate the power of Facebook. We all, are familiar with it. We all know it's a social platform, but a lot of us don't know how to capitalize on being on Facebook. And just like Larry said, I mean, I've earned over $250,000 my first year, and a big chunk of that was through Facebook. And it's one thing to make money, but it's another thing to know you made money and you didn't have to spend too much of that going into traffic. And that's a lot of times what happens, including myself, and if you're able to relate with this, you wanted your business to get to the next level, but you felt, how can I do it without having such a big marketing budget? How can I do it where I can actually benefit and profit rather than every nickel and dime going back into marketing and I don't know if I'm getting a profit and it doesn't really feel like I am? Well, why I bring that up is because what I'm going to share with you for the summit, and I'm very excited to, and again, Larry, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share it with everyone, is I'm going to show you a way that you can literally extract thousands and target thousands of targeted people, targeted audiences on Facebook where you can use that to your benefit. I'm going to share with you ways that you can actually set up an ad and specifically have only the people that you targeted to be able to see that ad. See, a lot of times we create an ad in Facebook, and a lot of you may be listening to this and saying, well, Robert, you know what? I already know how to set up an ad. Well, just a little, encouragement, just a little advice, is the most expensive words that I've ever said were, I already know that. And what happens is there's techniques behind just creating an ad that you may not be familiar with yet. And what that is a lot of times when we set up a Facebook ad, we see the huge number of audience that it's targeting, and we get all excited. Oh, it's targeting 140 million people. And we're like, wow, my ad is going to be seen by all that people. I'm so excited. And what happens is the results that we get back don't really get us too excited. Let's just put it like that. And what happens is it's because you need to have a targeted audience. See, the closer that you get your targeted audience to seeing exactly what they're looking for, and it's so congruent with what you're offering, well, that's how much better your conversions are going to be. So a lot of times you may get leads, and then you're like, where are my sales? Well, that all goes into play with targeting the right people, not just going for a group or a large pool of people. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you. I mean, this is really not known by so many people on the Internet, not known by so many marketers on the Internet. And like I said, whether you're just getting started and you're doing affiliate marketing, or you started with a company and you're promoting them, or you have your own business, and let's say you have a flower shop or a computer store, whatever it may be, there are groups on Facebook and fan pages that are specifically for certain people. Like, let's say there's a computer business fan page. Well, what do you think those people are interested in? Well, you know the answer, right? They're into computers, right? See, when you join a group, you don't just join a group to join a group. You join that group because you want to know more information about what that group is sharing. And a lot of times, going a step further, you may say, well, Robert, I know some people who just join a group to join a group. And, I know people that are in a group, and I see in a group full of thousands of people, and maybe a good couple of hundred are engaging. Well, I'm going to share with you the secrets on how to capture, how to actually advertise to only the people that are actually engaged, only the people that are liking statuses, only the people that are sharing statuses, only the people that are commenting on statuses that are put up there, only the people that are engaged, because that's taking it a step further. It's not about the people that are in the group. It's not about the people that like the fan page. We want to target and specifically advertise to the people that are actually engaged. We don't want people that liked the page 5 years ago and never used, not into it anymore or not engaged. So that's exactly what I'm going to share. And there are just some very simple concepts. This can sound a little complicated at times, but I want to stress to you that if you're the newest person online and you're saying to yourself, I just want to know how to create, 10 leads, 20 leads, 30 leads on Facebook and be able to use, pretty much virtually almost free marketing. When I say free marketing, I'm literally going to show you how to only have to invest pennies. Yes, I did say pennies, and be able to actually capitalize on that as well. So I'm excited for this, Larry. I really appreciate the opportunity. So excited to dive into what I'm going to share and all the secrets that I use on Facebook that literally earned me over $250,000 my first year, and it'll be specifically for the person that is either brand new to the industry and knows nothing about marketing, as well as the most seasoned veteran on the internet that can definitely use some strategies in their toolbox already. So I'm excited to be here, Larry. Thanks so much again.
My pleasure, man. Thank you very much. I'm excited. Facebook is something everybody on this call is on, and everybody on this call is in marketing or business, and it doesn't matter if you're an internet marketer or not. If you market an internet-based business or not, you need to know Facebook if you really want to take your business to the next level. So Robert is the man. Go to marketingmegasummit.com, and you can obtain your ticket to get into Robert's training when he is up to bat. Now, I want to end the call by bringing up the lady who actually, when people purchase the tickets, she has been the one that I've been hearing from the most from the people, from her recording, which is called The $100,000 That You Left on the Table Last Year. Shook me up when I actually did. As a matter of fact, she made me throw out all my business cards. But when you get the training, you'll better understand where I'm coming from with that. But this young lady, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, happens to be a TV celebrity hosting her own TV show on HGTV entitled House Rules. She has been able to, over the last 10 years, generate for herself over $50 million in free TV time. That's $5 million a year on average, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 Super Bowl commercials. What if you could learn how to get on your local television and market and brand you? What would that do for your business? That is what she's coming to share with us, and I'm so excited to introduce her and to turn her over to you guys, because guess what? She is going to light this call up. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my buddy, Miss Fran Harris. Fran, are you there?
I am. Hey, Larry, thank you so much for having me. Robert, Rob, Myron, I can't wait to learn from you guys. What I want everyone on the call to understand is that massive earners are also massive learners. So I, for one, will be on the call every single night that the other presenters are presenting, because I know that is the key to not only getting better at whatever I want to do online or offline, but also my earning power. So please pick up your ticket before this night is over, because you don't want to miss it. I want to share something with you guys. 5 falls ago, November 2008, Myron Golden and I created an event called the Black Millionaire Summit, and we had no idea who was going to show up, what was going to happen, but fortunately 300 people who showed up for that event. And what happened on one of the times that I was presenting on stage about publicity was I was talking about the power of television publicity and radio publicity and those kinds of things. And I made a quick offer, and basically, honestly, guys, wanted to see how people were going to respond to this offer, because I know publicity and television sometimes feels like it's so far away for a lot of people. So made an offer, and 87% of the people in that room bum rushed the back of the room. That told me 2 things. First of all, people want to be on television. We all know that. That's no secret. People want to be on television. And the second thing is that people are highly motivated to pay to learn how to get more publicity and how to get on television. So I'm going to be teaching you, and I'm going to be sharing with you, when it's my time on the stage, how you can build your audience, explode your business, grow your influence, and become a local or national celebrity through the power of free, mostly free publicity. And I'm going to be able to teach you that with authority, because that's exactly what I've done. As Larry said, I've gotten over $50 million in free just television publicity. I haven't even talked about radio publicity or magazine or online or print or any of that. We'll talk about that when you hear from me later. But all of that was free. I never, and I do mean never, no qualification, had a publicist, no agent, did any of that. $50 million in television publicity was generated right from my office with a very small staff. So when people say that television publicity and getting on television is really far away from myself, I don't know what planet you're on. There are certain things you have to do to get the attention of a TV producer, and all of you have the power to do that. So when I'm talking to you guys in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact strategies that we've used, some of them pretty goofy, some of them pretty far-fetched, but honestly, a lot of them just simple things that you can do to really generate attention and get the attention of folks in the media. Now, most of you have heard that it's the start that stops most folks. So I want to lay something to rest here tonight. Getting on television does not require you to be a Kardashian. It doesn't require you to be related to Donald Trump or Diddy or none of that. Every single day, you guys turn on television before you go to your office or to your job, and you see people on morning shows or local shows. None of those people are celebrities yet. Those are people who do what you do and have somehow gotten the attention of the person who booked that show. So I want you to let that soak in your mind. You don't have to be someone famous or related to someone famous to get on television. $50 million in free TV publicity from a little girl who came from Dallas. You know, nothing special about me other than my extraordinary hustle and imagination. There's nothing I did that you guys can't do to get on television. So I'm going to be dispelling a lot of myths about getting publicity, whether you are interested in radio or television or whatever. What I will tell you is that the marketplace is getting very crowded, and that's no secret. We all know that it's getting very crowded. When we did the Black Millionaire Summit in 2008, there weren't a lot of people doing what we do, and I know Myron is kind of shaking his head right now. There weren't a lot of people doing what we do. Now, every time you turn on your computer, you got 16,000 life coaches and 22,000 SEO guys and girls, and, you know, it's getting kind of crowded. So one of the things that television helps you do is to create distinction in the marketplace. Now, most of you have never heard of me, and that's cool. And so you're thinking, if this chick got $50 million of television publicity and I have never heard of her, then that's good news for you. That means that there are prospects for you to do the same thing. There has to be a way for you to create some distinction in the marketplace. And, you know, short of being Snooki on Jersey Shore and those kinds of things, there's a lot of ways that you can get on television as an expert, as a commentator on your topic, as a reality television competitor, as a host and interviewer. I've done all of those things. So when I talk to you in a couple of weeks, it will not be from a standpoint of theory. I've literally been on television in almost every single capacity that most of you would want to be on television on. And I'm thrilled to be able to share those secrets and those inside scoops with you guys in a couple of weeks. So, Larry, I appreciate you having me on. Looking forward to the party and having fun. And the guys who...
Uh-oh, Fran, lost you at the end there. Did you hit the mute button? I don't know what happened. Wow.
Did we lose me?
Okay, there you are. I got you. Go ahead and finish your close.
I don't know what I said.
It's all good. Pick up wherever you want.
Larry?
It don't matter because 4 people have bought a ticket right in during the time you were talking, so whatever you were saying is working.
I just said, you know, none of us are going to be talking from theory. That's what's so great about the people you've assembled on this call. We've done it. We've been there. We got the DVD. And there's no reason for you to miss out on the ridiculously low investment that you have to invest in yourself to hear these experts. You know, not people who know a little something about their topic, but these are people who are the go-to gurus of their topic. So I will see you guys when the show starts this week, and I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you. Larry, thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Thank you, Fran Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely go check all of the speakers out, but go to marketingmegasummit.com and grab your ticket. Now, who you didn't hear from tonight, let me just fill in the blanks, because these people are either flying, traveling, training, coaching, very, very busy people, so I was fortunate to get the few that I did. But let me just share with you the other speakers who are coming to this event. We have a gentleman who is getting 4 million page views and 40,000 unique visitors a month to his blog as we speak. He's generating 50, 60 leads a day and selling upwards of $10,000 a week off of his blog, and he's doing that without paying for any traffic. He's a blogging kingpin. His name is Mr. Ray Higdon, and he is going to start off this entire event in 2 days. If you have a blog, if you want a blog, if you have a blog and it's not working like you want, this guy is going to deliver the goods on that. You want to get your ticket and hear from Mr. Ray Higdon. He is a best-selling Amazon author as well. He is as credible as it gets when it comes to this space. We also have a gentleman who is on the cover of What's Working Now magazine, an industry publication for all you internet marketers. His name is Mr. Steve Jaffe. He's what they call a $3,000 webinar man because he averages $3,000 in commissions, average, every time he does a webinar. That's his average. He's 17 times more effective marketing on webinars than 99% of the people out here. If you have ever decided or wanted to market on a webinar or have been on webinars of your own and not ever been able to clear that kind of money, Mr. Steve Jaffe is going to teach you how to do that. Aren't you excited? You should be very, very, very excited. I did my best to cover the gambit of things that you need to be on. As a matter of fact, I got one more person I forgot to mention just a second ago, and that's the two gentlemen who are YouTube kingpins. Everybody that I know that's trying to be relevant in space understands that video is the undisputed champion of marketing, which is why Fran's piece is so powerful as it relates to broadcast television. But also YouTube marketing is the thing to do right now. And so you're talking about being able to get hundreds of thousands of views on a YouTube video. Well, Mr. Mark Harbert and the bluesman Frank Marino are going to bring the noise when it comes to that. So they are also coming to train at this event. And then there's me. I'm going to be coming in at the back end, breaking off some information about how you can take your brain cells and package them for sale. Oh, yes, the walk-around knowledge that you have right now that you dismiss as not having any real value, I'm going to show you how to bottle that joker up and sell it for profit, and, oh, by the way, to the tune of six figures. That is the lineup. You have 8 of the world's iconic premier marketers. All can be Googled. All can be verified. All are certified to have done what they said they have done. What do you have to lose? Well, you got a lot to lose if you don't come to this event and get this knowledge. $97 ticket. That's an average of $12.13 a week to sit at the feet of one of the world's premier marketers. You owe it to yourself to stop hesitating if you are and go now and get your ticket. It's just that simple. I want to take a minute and unmute the line and get a couple of people who have already got their ticket and let them share with you why they decided to do that. And I'm going to start with one of my buddies who I had just talked to today and hadn't spoken to in a long time. I just unmuted his line. He's like, who is he talking about? I'm talking about Mr. Brandon Mouton. Brandon, I just unmuted your line, my friend. Are you there, buddy? I snuck up on him, so he might be out playing with his kids. Hey, Brandon, I just unmuted your line. You there, buddy?
I'm here. I was on mute. I was on mute on my handset. I'm here.
That's what's up. Hey, man, listen, I want to thank you for jumping onto this call and buying your ticket to this event. I know we had just spoken earlier and you decided to pull the trigger. Let everybody know why you decided to go ahead and pull the trigger to get your ticket for this event. And you didn't even hear from these speakers. You just talked to me.
Well, I think anybody who's on this call tonight, you have a rare opportunity to really plug into multiple areas of the success puzzle. And so when you're looking for what it takes to get to that next level or to even start on the first level, it's important to surround yourself with people who have already done it. And I've been online 4 years, 5 years, have known Larry all the way back to 2009, 2010. And at the end of the day, I know Larry brings value, and I've had the opportunity to meet some of the other people who are actually going to be presenting through this course, and I know every single person who he's invited are going to bring value, and so I know the other people that I haven't had the chance to learn from are also going to bring value. And honestly, Larry, the cost, I know you probably gave me a 90% discount, which is how it was that price, but this is pure gold. I mean, easily something that should be going for $997. So, I mean, just solid gold. So I'm excited to jump in and learn and really take my game to the next level. So,
well said, Brandon. Man, I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much for your contribution to tonight's call. MarketingMegaSummit.com is where you can go to grab your ticket. I'm going to unmute a couple of more people. I'm going all the way to Columbus, Ohio, to one of my buddies who I met, I don't know, many, many, many years ago. He and I have been rolling together on different ventures, having a common mentor together, and I love and respect both he and his lovely wife, and that is Mr. Gregory Napier. Now, Greg, I just unmuted your line. I know you weren't expecting it, but are you available to speak as to why you got your ticket, my friend?
I certainly am. Thank you so much, Larry. I wasn't expecting that. You're right. I bought the ticket like the gentleman before because I've known you. I've had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Myron Golden. I've met Ray Higdon. I know these gentlemen. I know you. I trust you. You've brought a lot of value into my life from from actually day one. So when you sent the information, and then I had a chance to listen to the lady who's doing this stuff about being on television, I'm really excited about that. So once you said it to me, and you told me when you said $97, I was expecting a lot more, and so I said, okay, 97. That's a no-brainer. So, and this is no trying to upset or anything. It's just that if I put that post out with the lady, I can't remember her name, and I apologize, that just was on out of Texas. She put up massive earners or massive learners. That resonated with me, so I said I like that, and I'm excited beyond what I could possibly say to be able to learn what I'm about to learn here in these next few days. So with that, Larry, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'm looking so much forward to learning a lot of stuff and just being able to take what I'm learning and send that value back, because what we learn, we're obligated to give that back to someone else.
Absolutely. My friend, thank you so much for that comment. And Miss Fran Harris is who you were speaking of. And don't worry, everybody will have an opportunity to get to know her and all the speakers in a much better way by and by. I'm going to mute a couple more people. I just unmuted my buddy, Mr. Todd Cheek. Another surprise unmute. Todd, you there, partner?
Hey, Larry, what's happening, man?
What's up, champ? Hey, man, just share with everybody why you decided to go ahead and grab your ticket to this event, my friend.
Man, I fell in love with Fran. And even before, actually, anything that you do, Larry, I'm always, holding in highest regard. So I'm a big fan of yours, for one thing. And also Myron Golden, I really do like his work and what he's done. And so it was a no-brainer. It's for the price. It was definitely a no-brainer. And then when you sent the free information links and all of that stuff, I just automatically fell in love with Fran. So I'm really, really happy to be a part of this webinar and this whole thing.
Absolutely. So tell me, what about, now I've been raving about Fran a lot myself, but what was it about Fran that stood out to you?
Well, it was the clarity. Just things that, the audio that I was listening to for the past couple of days, just the clarity, it's like, wow. And that just really caught my attention, and how she really just kind of breaks things down in that audio. So I can only imagine what she's going to be educating us on in the next few weeks.
That's wonderful, my friend. I greatly appreciate you, being willing to share some thoughts after having me sneak up on you. So let me see if I can get a couple more people. Let me come on back up in here into the Florida market to my basketball buddy, my friend, one of the top leaders in the area that I know, who I greatly respect, who I know loves events like this and wouldn't miss it for the world, and that's Mr. Dwight D.W. Gilmer. Dwight, I unmuted you, partner. You there? Come on now. I hope you can talk. Dwight Gilmer, I unmuted you, champ. All right, I'm going to keep you unmuted in case you done walked away from your phone, and I'm going to see if I can get one of them.
No, I didn't walk away from my phone, Larry. I'm here. I had my phone muted on my end, too.
That's what's up, buddy. Well, share with everybody why you decided to grab a ticket to this event, buddy.
Well, the way that I look at it, it really is a no-brainer. I'm assuming that majority of people on this call are in this space because they want to do great things and take their business and their lives to the next level. And, I've heard a long time ago, it's the people you surround yourself is ultimately going to help determine where you're going to be in the next 2, 5, even 10 years. So you putting on an event like this just gives us all the ability to be able to connect with these individuals who have already had massive success in the areas that majority of us are trying to walk into or currently already into and trying to figure it out. So when you introduced the concept to me and told me the level and of the people that are going to be presenting over this 8-week period of time, it really is a no-brainer. And then, throw the cost factor in there and where you're going to get this type of information from this high level of individual for 8 weeks consecutively. And then not only you get the recordings to be able to go back and learn from again and again and again, that's invaluable information. So from my standpoint, I'm a businessman. I'm trying to go and take the things that I've already accomplished and take them to the next level. And I think this is just going to be an added benefit to be able to make sure that I can continue to stay relevant on this online space. So I appreciate the people that you've assembled. I'm looking forward to all the information they're going to share, and I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share on the call this night.
Awesome, man. Well said. He said he was a businessman. I feel you. So am I, and so are the rest of these people on here. Absolutely. Miss Sherry Fleming. Sherry, I just unmuted your line from Columbus, Ohio. Sherry, are you there? I love sneaking up on people.
I am, Larry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Miss Sherry. Welcome to the call. I want you to share just a few thoughts of why you decided to grab your ticket to the Millionaire Marketing Mega Summit.
Well, the biggest reason I decided to do that was because I am new to marketing and internet marketing, and all of the people that you have coming on the line are going to be discussing things that are definitely of interest to me. And I'm sure that by listening to them, I am going to learn a lot and hopefully be able to take those nuggets that are given and put them to work and become a great marketer like they are. So that is my reason for getting on your call and purchasing the low price of $97 for this webinar. So I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. I know everybody teases me about how low the price is. I have a buddy of mine in Ohio that's a real estate agent that I contacted about this event to get the ticket, and he took him 2 days to buy the ticket because we never talked about the price. And then when he saw it, he said, "Man, if I'd have known it was this cheap, I'd have bought it the moment you told me about it." He said, "I thought I had to go out and get a commission just to get just to get on this event." So anyway, I always thought that was hilarious. But now let's go up to New York to my brother, Mr. Keith Muhammad. Keith, I just unmuted your line, buddy. Are you there? Keith Muhammad, you there, partner? Shuffling and rustling. Keith Muhammad. All right. Well, that's what happens when you sneak up on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Is that Keith?
Can you hear me?
What's up, Keith? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, sir. Yourself?
Excellent, man. I just want to get some feedback of what you got out of tonight's call from the speakers, from the other people that bought a ticket. What is this saying to you? How's this resonating with you?
Well, I think anytime you can gain knowledge from experts and people that have been in the field and can provide some expertise for those of us that are new to this game, it's an excellent opportunity. And always, Larry, you are able to assemble and put information out there. And the key to anything is obtaining knowledge. And once you obtain that knowledge, it's just to put it into action. So and that's the one thing also, you make sure that people that are involved with you are also putting it into action and just not consuming information and just sitting on it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for your feedback. MarketingMegaSummit.com. That's where you want to go to pick up your ticket and pick up your $500 in bonuses. I have put in a course that's $97 all by itself that I sell. Fran has her training, the $100,000 that you left on the table last year. Robert Mercado submitted. Rob Ford submitted. Myron Golden submitted. There is a ton of on-demand training. People ask me, Larry, when does this event start? It starts the moment you get your ticket because I'm sending you $500 in right now bonuses that you can access and get your education going now. Eric Bridgman, I just unmuted your line, my friend. I know you bought a ticket to this event. Can you share with everybody why you decided to invest in this event, my friend? Are you there?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent, man. What you got for us? Why did you decide to buy a ticket for this event?
Well, for $97, you get Ray Higdon, Rob Ford, Myron Golden, yourself, Fran Harris. I couldn't even understand why anybody wouldn't buy the ticket. The value that each one of you provide, $97, I just had to get in. And I've been following you for a while now, and you always bring value. And those other people always bring value. So that's why I'm involved. That's why I got in.
Excellent. Well said, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, what else can be said? You have heard from the speakers. You have heard from people who have bought tickets. You are hearing your heart. You are hearing your mind. You are hearing your situation. What's your situation telling you about your current skills? What's your situation telling you about your current ability to sell or blog or get on YouTube or rank on SEO or close in a webinar or whatever it might be? Any one or all of these people are here to serve you, to give you what they have. You don't have to go the road of a lot of the mistakes, a lot of the errors, a lot of the headaches and trials. They're going to give you the fastest shortcut and the most direct path to where you need to be. So if you're still hesitating, stop. One of my mentors would say, the largest nation in the world is procrastination. Don't procrastinate. Do like Fran said. If you want to be a top earner, you got to be a top learner. And as everybody's stressed, the cost doesn't really represent the value. It really doesn't. These speakers charge anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 per hour just to consult, just to sit down with them for an hour. All right? So it's one of those moments in time that you have to make a decision based on the opportunity and not your circumstances. Yeah, I know most of you, if not a good percentage of you, are challenged in some ways financially. Who isn't? Who isn't faced with that? But opportunity and circumstances will always clash. You have to take a stand against your circumstances and stop letting it bully you. That's what I had to do back in 2009 to even get to the place where those of you that say you respect me, because had I not have made a decision based upon an opportunity and not really allow my circumstances to dictate to my life like it had in the past, you wouldn't even know me, and this event wouldn't take place. Now, how scary is that? If I had made a decision in the other direction, this event wouldn't even be happening because I wouldn't exist right now in the way that I do. Wow. So this is why moments like this matter for you to make a hard decision to pull the trigger and invest. And you know you won't regret it. So with that being said, marketingmegasummit.com is where you want to go to get your ticket to plug in. Tonight's the night. We're 2 days away from the first speaker coming up. I have gotten a webinar room that's 100 seats. In the last 5 days alone, I've sold 27 tickets to this event and 4 in the last 4 hours. So really, this isn't about trying to get you to hurry. It's the truth is, once we get to 100, I'm not going to buy a bigger room. It's just going to be 100 people. So this is your time. Take advantage of it. Hang up with me. Do whatever you got to do. If you got to pray, you better go pray. If you got to talk to your spouse, go talk to your spouse. If you got to move some money around, move some money around. Doesn't matter what you got to do. Make this investment. Make this $12.13 per week investment in your future for this value. You'll be glad you did or wish you had. I want to thank all of my speakers, both the stars of the conference as well as the speakers who got a ticket, for being here tonight and giving perspective as to why all of you should be at this event. The replay of this will come out, and I would suggest highly that if you have a team, you're the leader of a team, you not only get your ticket, you get your team on this call, and you get your team's team on this call, and get everybody on the same page of value of what they're going to receive. With that being said, I'm going to say it one more time, marketingmegasummit.com. You got 8 of the world's top marketers waiting on you to get your tickets so they can unleash on you. You have no idea. You really don't have any idea what God is setting you up for. Don't back off of this blessing. Do not back off of this blessing. Get it. It's yours to take. The question is, will you grab it? I hope you will. I hope you won't make any excuse not to. With that being said, this call is a wrap. MarketingMegaSummit.com. The moment you get your ticket, I'm going to send you the $500 in bonuses that are awaiting you. There's entire courses. There's live video training. There's MP3s. There's a bunch of stuff that you can get and use to your advantage as we speak. So I'm excited, as you can tell. I'm blessed to have this connection with these people, and I can assure you, you're going to see me participate in what I now like to call the 2 Comma Club. And you should all know what I'm talking about. 2 commas, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to be part of the 2 Comma Club? If that's you, grab your ticket. Tonight's your night to plant that seed towards that. And who knows, in the next 12 months, I could have you speaking at the next Millionaire Marketing Mega Summit. With that being said, this call is a wrap. Go now, marketingmegasummit.com, and we will see you guys in 48 hours for the launch of this event. This call is a wrap. God bless.